Welcome to Demolition Worker, where today we will witness the deeply emotional dismantling of the legendary Boeing 747. This massive machine was once proudly known as the Queen of the Skies, commanding respect across the entire global airspace. Today we focus on a very special operation, carefully separating the iconic upper hump using advanced handheld laser cutting technology. The sun slowly rises over the massive salvage yard, casting a golden glow upon the sleeping giant waiting for us. Our skilled technicians prepare their specialized equipment, checking every safety measure before approaching the colossal metallic structure of the aircraft. We start by analyzing the structural blueprints to identify the exact cutting points around the famous cockpit and upper deck. The handheld laser cutter is an incredibly powerful tool capable of slicing through thick aerospace-grade aluminum with absolute precision. A worker carefully puts on heavy protective gear, including a specialized welding mask to shield against the intense laser light. He activates the laser cutter, and a brilliant beam of concentrated energy shoots out, ready to pierce a tough exterior. Sparks begin to fly beautifully as the intense thermal beam makes its very first contact with the painted fuselage surface. The laser slowly melts through the thick metal, leaving behind a perfectly clean and glowing red edge along the cut. We must proceed with extreme caution because the structural integrity of the hump is highly complex and heavily reinforced inside. Every single inch of this cut represents a piece of aviation history being meticulously separated from its original flying form. As the worker moves the laser along the marked line, we can see the sheer power of modern demolition technology. The iconic hump housed the luxurious upper deck where countless passengers once enjoyed the absolute pinnacle of premium air travel. Now, this same legendary space is being carefully dismantled piece by piece to recycle its highly valuable and durable materials. Smoke gently billows from the cutting site, while ventilation fans work continuously to clear the air for our dedicated crew. The laser operator maintains a perfectly steady hand, ensuring the cut remains completely straight and true along the designated path. We pause briefly to inspect the progress, making sure the internal support beams are fully severed before moving any further. It is a slow and deliberate process, requiring immense patience and highly specialized skills from our experienced demolition team members. The sheer scale of the Boeing 747 becomes even more apparent when you stand directly beneath its nose. Looking up at the massive cockpit windows, one cannot help but feel a deep sense of nostalgia for this aircraft. Our team resumes the cutting process, tracing the lower boundary of the hump where it firmly meets the main fuselage. The laser beam effortlessly glides through the thick aluminum skin, creating a continuous shower of bright orange and yellow sparks. Inside the cockpit, the complex array of vintage flight instruments has already been carefully removed and preserved for future generations. What remains is the bare metallic shell, a testament to the incredible engineering prowess of the original aviation design team. The cutting path carefully navigates around the reinforced window frames, which were built to withstand extreme pressure at high altitudes. As the laser cuts deeper, the distinct smell of vaporized metal fills the air around the busy demolition work site. We are essentially performing a highly precise surgical operation on a massive mechanical beast that once ruled the high skies. The operator adjusts the power output of the laser to smoothly slice through a particularly thick section of structural framing. Sparks cascade down the side of the aircraft like a glowing waterfall, illuminating the surrounding area with a warm light. It takes several hours of continuous and focused effort to complete the primary circumferential cut around the entire upper hump. Our team constantly monitors the temperature of the surrounding metal to prevent any accidental fires or unintended structural heat damage. The precision of the handheld laser allows us to minimize waste and maximize the amount of clean recyclable aluminum recovered. With the front section nearly separated, we bring in a massive, heavy-duty crane to support the weight of it. Thick steel cables are carefully attached to reinforced lifting points, strategically located on the top of the severed cockpit section. The crane operator slowly takes up the slack in the cables, ensuring the load is perfectly balanced before the lift. We must make absolutely sure that no hidden wires or structural brackets are still connecting the hump to the fuselage. A final inspection is conducted by our lead engineer, who meticulously checks the entire cut line with a bright flashlight. He gives the all-clear signal, and the laser operator moves in to make the final few crucial connecting cuts. The tension in the air is palpable as everyone watches the last remaining piece of metal being slowly melted away. With a loud metallic crack, the final bond is broken, and the massive hump is now completely separated from below. The crane engine roars to life as it prepares to lift the heavy severed head of the legendary aircraft upward. Slowly and gracefully, the iconic upper deck begins to rise, separating from the main body of the 747. It is a deeply emotional moment, witnessing the physical dismantling of a machine that connected millions of people across continents. The severed cockpit dangles gently in the air, suspended by thick steel cables against the backdrop of the clear sky. Sunlight catches the edge of the freshly cut metal, highlighting the incredible thickness and strength of the original aerospace engineering. The crane operator carefully swings the massive section away from the main fuselage, guiding it toward a designated resting area. Ground crew members use long guide ropes to prevent the heavy load from spinning uncontrollably in the gentle morning breeze. As the hump is safely lowered to the ground, we can truly appreciate the massive scale of this individual component. It looks like a giant metallic whale resting peacefully on the concrete surface of the busy aviation recycling salvage yard. Our team quickly moves in to secure the structure, placing heavy wooden blocks underneath to keep it perfectly stable today. The main fuselage of the aircraft now looks strangely incomplete, missing its distinctive crown that made it so easily recognizable. We take a moment to document the successful separation, capturing high-resolution photographs for our official Demolition Project archive records. The clean laser-cut edge is a testament to the skill and precision of our highly trained and experienced operators. This is just the first major step in the long process of completely dismantling and recycling this massive flying machine. The separated hump will now undergo further processing, where its aluminum skin will be stripped away from the internal frame. Every single piece of valuable metal will be carefully sorted and sent to specialized foundries for melting and future reuse. It is fascinating to think that this old aircraft might eventually be reborn as new cars or even modern buildings. The demolition industry plays a vital role in our modern circular economy, ensuring that precious industrial materials are never wasted. We return our focus to the remaining fuselage, which still contains thousands of pounds of high-quality recyclable aerospace aluminum. The laser cutting team prepares for their next major task, dividing the massive cylindrical body into smaller, more manageable sections. They mark out a new series of cutting lines, creating a precise grid pattern across the entire length of it. The handheld laser is once again fired up its brilliant beam, ready to slice through the sturdy lower passenger deck. We start from the top and work our way down, allowing gravity to help safely pull the cut sections away. The rhythmic sound of the laser cutting through metal echoes across the yard, a mechanical symphony of destruction and renewal. Large panels of aluminum are systematically removed, revealing the complex internal ribbing that once gave the aircraft its incredible strength. These internal structures are also carefully cut and separated, maximizing the total volume of raw material we can efficiently recover. A specialized excavator equipped with a heavy-duty hydraulic shear is brought in to assist with the thicker floor beams. The powerful jaws of the shear easily crush and snap the thick metal beams as if they were tiny toothpicks. This combination of precise laser cutting and brute hydraulic force allows us to dismantle the aircraft with maximum operational efficiency. Dust and small debris constantly fall to the ground where they are quickly swept up by our dedicated cleanup crew. We maintain a very strict environmental protocol, ensuring that no hazardous materials or fluids are allowed to contaminate the soil. The landing gear, which supported the immense weight of the aircraft for decades, is also carefully removed and set aside. These massive steel components require special handling due to their extreme weight and complex, highly pressurized internal hydraulic fluid systems. By the end of the day, the once proud Queen of the Skies has been reduced to a skeletal frame. It is a stark reminder of the temporary nature of even the most magnificent and complex human engineering achievements today. However, this is not an end, but rather a glorious new beginning for the raw materials that built this giant. Recycled aluminum will soon find its way into new innovative products, continuing its long journey through the industrial world. Our team takes immense pride in knowing they are contributing to a highly sustainable future through their hard daily work. The sun begins to set, casting long, dramatic shadows across the piles of neatly sorted metal resting in the yard. We reflect on the incredible history of the Boeing 747 and its massive impact on global commercial aviation. It revolutionized long-distance travel, making the world a much smaller and far more beautifully connected place for everyone involved. Dismantling such an iconic machine is a heavy responsibility that we approach with the utmost respect and profound professional care. The laser cutter is finally powered down, its glowing tip slowly cooling in the crisp and refreshing evening yard air. Our workers remove their heavy protective gear, wiping the hard-earned sweat from their tired but highly satisfied smiling faces. They have successfully completed one of the most challenging and emotionally significant demolition tasks in our long company working history. The separated cockpit section sits quietly in the distance, a silent monument to the golden age of modern air travel. Tomorrow we will continue the hard work, breaking down the remaining structure until the entire site is completely cleared out. But tonight, we simply marvel at the massive scale of what we have accomplished during this incredibly long working day. The Demolition Worker team has once again proven their exceptional skills and unwavering dedication to safe and efficient industrial recycling. We hope you have thoroughly enjoyed this unique behind-the-scenes look at the complex world of heavy aircraft demolition. It takes a very special kind of crew to safely dismantle a massive flying fortress like the Boeing 747. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey as we carefully deconstruct the legendary Queen of the Skies today. Remember to always respect the amazing engineering of the past while actively building a sustainable future for the next generation. We will be back next week with another exciting and massive industrial demolition project for you to watch and enjoy. Thank you for watching Demolition Worker, and we will see you again in the next thrilling episode of our show.